So I'm right here by UIC, and then across is their arena, Credit Union 1. But what they can do now is a joint venture with the soccer team, because the soccer team, as I'll show you, the new 78, and they're putting the soccer field in there. Now it can be used, I think, for a baseball field. Now it's rectangular and it doesn't really fit as well for a baseball field, so you'd have to have a little bit of flexibility in the stands. But UIC can use it for a football stadium. They don't have that many, so 22,000 smaller stadium is perfect for UIC. So they can use it for both men and women's soccer, football. They can use it for intramural flag football, and so on. And so UIC can go into the joint venture with them, and they need to figure out what they're going to do with their Credit One for the Flames, if they're going to redo the stadium or not, truly. Or they could just go in a venture, like I told you before. The United Center was offered to DePaul University. So why don't they just give that deal to UIC? And UIC, right down the street, is the United Center on Madison from the university. And UIC can use the United Center. And so the UIC Flames can play in the United Center. And so they can readapt the Credit One for indoor volleyball and many other sports. Truly. And if they want, they can use UIC for the UIC hockey team. Yeah, truly. For the University of Illinois Chicago hockey team. It's the Midwest. And so they have the ice arena. So they can just go ahead and use that for their other stuff. And then they can have all kinds of events and graduations at the United Center. And this way they can be in a joint venture with the United Center and Malcolm X College and that for further development in that area. So UIC's wanted to upgrade this area for a long time. They've just been held back, but they truly did Halstead up here by Roosevelt, but they've been trying to do these improvements, but the city hasn't been working with them. And they want to upgrade the university so they can attract better quality students. Truly, they want to upgrade the university so they can attract higher standard students, and that brings the value to the alumni, their designations, and that become more valuable. As the university becomes more prestigious in that, and this is why the alumni don't let the universities deteriorate. They try to help them maintain, because as the university stays more prestigious or becomes more prestigious, then the value of their alumni, their affiliation, becomes more valuable. So I'm here on Roosevelt and Union, and so you have all these restaurants, and you'd have to redo everything on this street. Truly. This is the entrance and exits for UIC, but you don't see any signage talking about entering or exiting and way down the highway for any of these. Like, at least on I-10, they tell you that you're coming up on Speedway, and in so many miles, the exit for the University of Arizona, and get off Speedway going, I don't know if it's east or north or south or west, I forget. But it tells you, and it's coming up, and then it reminds you it's coming up, and then it tells you this is the exit Speedway on I-10 for the University of Arizona. But they don't have that here. They have no signage for North Park College, where you would get off, or UIC, and they have very little signage for getting off at Northwestern, because you take Touhy Avenue or Dempster Avenue over. So again, they don't have these signage properly. And so you don't have this on these thoroughfares mentioning the institutions. And then right down the street here is the 78. And so it's very close to campus. But over here at the White Palace, they don't cater to any UIC students. They're a 24-hour diner. You think this would be a college hangout? The ones by the University of Arizona, and I've been on the University of Kansas and many others, the places around tend to be college hangouts. So you get a lot of college students in the 24-hour diner. So that means crowding out these undesirables because they're not their clientele. And you get a much more desirable clientele. You get professors, you truly the educators, the teachers, you get the students, you get a higher end clientele at the White Palace. So why wouldn't they want to get that and get rid of their garbage? And for the 78 being improvement, they got to get rid of the trash in the neighborhood. So one way or another, the garbage has got to go. And so here's where the 78's going to be. And so they're doing some enhancements on the bridge, which they have to do. And they said in the one video, doing all kinds of power and, retainer wall infrastructure and so on, which they were all correct about all the things that need to be done to improve the raw land to put this project here. But I don't see it, and it's great for the Roosevelt collection. Let's go around the Roosevelt collection. So it's going to be great for the Target. Truly, it's going to drive more people into this area, more people desiring to be in this area, and they're going to have all kinds of related business. So again, and this is not a major intersection, but this Roosevelt collection is truly, they're going to get so much more traffic into this mall and everything. And now they just reopened up the AMC back here, which I want to go to. I used to go to this theater all the time. Truly, I really like going to this theater in this mall. And so you have this here, and you have all these stores, but they don't get enough foot traffic. But putting the stadium over there and everything and getting the housing development will bring all kinds of foot traffic into this mall. So all these stores and that have a vested interest, and the residents, to having that project completed, and it will up their property value and drive incredible amounts of business into these stores within here. And you have the little Chicago French press coffee place. And then I like Nando Peri Peri chicken. I do. I like the chicken with the different sauces. And I've eaten here, and it's back there, and it's good. And I used to come to this movie theater a lot. And now it's reopened as the AMC, but it has here, and you can see above,